Hello everyone, welcome to an unusual video for Sherry Aweber's story, the light novel series I'm currently working on. In this video, I will be doing a breakdown of the lyrics for the most recent song uploaded to the channel called The Path to Her Saviour. Now first and foremost, before I even start explaining what the lyrics of the song are, let me play the song itself and I'll join you back after that.
She wanders, a journey without a starting line. She locks her gaze to the distant red sky and endless ocean. Illusion of this hero, the greatest desire her heart wants. It feels so far away, her heart was heavy and tired. Oh Sherry, don't you hide your secret side. Everything's okay. You've been holding on to now, and just believe in what he says. Go walk down the memory lane. Remember the hope you've held on, and grab it tightly to your chest as your Savior's flying above you in your sky. There is the wish you made to get a chance to meet one day, to bring you back together someday. Then you see with a smile on your
Hopefully you enjoyed that. So, let's start off with the first line of lyrics, where we start with, "In a world of dreams she wanders." And honestly, I can't really say too much for this other than this is all, like if I want to say something that encompasses the whole thing, the actual song is based on events that do happen in Volume 1. So in a world of dreams she wanders basically means that at some point in the story, Sherry Aweber's story has a dream. And of course, whenever I release Volume 1, you'll be able to see where that is. The next line is a journey without a starting line. Obviously because for this story, this is also explained in the summary, how Sherry Aweber's story wants to meet Josephnite Flyer one day, but obviously would not know the next thing she'd need to do to actually go and meet him. But as mentioned before in the summary, there is an opportunity that will arise for her and will be hinted at in Volume 1. She locks her gaze to the distant red sky and endless ocean. And this is more of just, this explains what the dream is like itself. As you may have noticed for the Sherry Aweber story music video, and just in general with Sherry Aweber's story, this is a world where the sky is red and the sun is purple. So the distant red sky is because the sky is literally red, and the endless ocean just relates again to the fact that she's dreaming. Illusion of this hero, again this hero obviously being Josephnite Flyer, and the fact that she's having memories in her dream and like nostalgic thoughts of what it was like when Josephnite Flyer as Iron Flyer saved her back then, back when she was a young girl. The greatest desire her heart wants. It feels so far away, her heart grows heavy and tired. So to start off with, the greatest desire her heart wants is a line that basically is just, it describes how she's feeling. Obviously she wants to see Josephnite Flyer, but again, still doesn't know at this point in time what she needs to do to actually go and, well, meet up with him, to try and get to him, to try and reach out to him. Because it could be as simple as just putting out a tweet. Well, obviously if that was the story, then we'd only have one volume for Sherry Aweber's story, and we wouldn't have any more than that. It feels so far away, obviously is a line that relates to, she feels, again I've already described this, of how she feels this feeling of wanting to meet him, but it's so far away because he's in a different world than she is. He's a superhero that's flying around the place, blowing up menace spots left, right and center, while she's just an average Jamaican girl that's just going to school soon. Her heart grows heavy and tired, again that's just another line that describes how Sherry is feeling herself. Oh Sherry, don't you hide your secret sighs. Now this line in particular, don't hide your secret sighs, actually more relates to the entirety of Sherry Aweber's story from 1 to 17 currently, because there are times in the story where she is thinking of certain things but just doesn't choose to mention it to anyone else, as everybody else also has their things they also keep from the rest of the group too. Everything's okay. Let go of all the weights that you've been holding onto now. So these weights again, and holding onto them and letting go of them, relate back to the secrets that she's keeping from everyone and that everybody's keeping from her as well. And you know, it's like everybody has their own little secret that we all keep from each other. And of course Sherry is no different than any normal person. And Sherry is no different than any other normal person. And just believe in what he says. Now, this line initially you would think, oh, did Josephnite Flyer say something to Sherry when they met at one point? And the answer to this is actually no. This is a different person in the story. And you'll have to find out later in Volume 1 who this person in particular is. All I'll say is, in total for the story, there's basically 3 characters that are kind of highlighted in it. There's Sherry, Josephnite Flyer, and this other person that just comes up in this part, basically. And kind of comes up a bit more in the story, as I'm about to read out here. Go walk down the memory lane. So in this dream sequence, Sherry has these kind of moments in the story where she's like reminiscing on the past, especially because she was saved by Josephnite Flyer, but because of this extra person that we're mentioning here, we'll just call him, I guess, he for short, because I can't give away the actual name right now. Remember the hope you've held on and grab it tightly to your chest as your Saviour's flying above you in your sky. Again, all just relating to Josephnite Flyer, how Sherry feels, her hope that she's holding on to actually meet Josephnite Flyer one day. And again, this is really, this is told again within the last few lines of the actual song. Cherish the wish you've made. This would be the wish that Sherry made to herself of actually meeting Josephnite Flyer again one day. To get the chance to meet him one day, to bring you both together someday. Then you'll see him with a smile on your face. Again, it's all pretty self-explanatory that it all kind of just ties into each other. So, yeah. I don't think there's anything more I need to explain on that. Again, this is mainly based on Volume 1, but as I said there partway through, that there's like the whole thing about secret size and letting go of weights. That kind of like carries on from Volume 1 onwards. But of course, we'll have to see whenever I actually get to releasing Volume 1 at some stage. And then, you know, in the future, if that does happen, you can come back to the song and you're like, oh, so that's what you mean by this, this, and this. And that's who the person he is, you know? Anyway, thank you so much for watching this lyric breakdown video. I know it's a bit different to do as opposed to an update video or even just a character concept video, but I thought I'd do it anyway. I don't know what's next for the channel other than maybe another update video, because there's not really too much on the horizon right now, and I'm still thinking of what I need to edit in Volume 17 and when I need to go back to Volume 1 and edit that as well. So in the meantime, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more on Sherry Aweber's story. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.